Beer here back in the Fantasy Bar. Monday is here. Let's be honest. Monday sucks, so let's make it a happy hour. Every single bat, I'm going to give you 5,000 or below on DraftKings. All 5 bats under 3,500 on FanDuel. A starting pitcher I love the spot for here tonight as well. And of course, my favorite play on the entire slate with a strong history against the pitcher. Who are we talking about? Only one way to find out. It's time to belly up to the Fantasy Bar. Welcome in, guys. Monday edition Beers Daily Fantasy Six-Pack. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back with 6 of my favorite plays for you, and we are doing it happy hour style here on this Monday. Thank you, as always, for stopping by the Fantasy Bar and checking out today's video. Before we get to those plays, do me a favor. Take a second and click that thumbs up button. Really helps us out, so thank you for that in advance. Also, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the content here from the Fantasy Bar or from RotoGrinders. All right, let's jump in here and get our happy hour kicked off with Kellick of the Braves. Now, I talked about it last week, but the price is really lagging behind what this guy is doing. Now hitting leadoff for this Atlanta team and has been very productive hits now in 10 straight games, and the power been there as well. 3 home runs for him over just the last 8 games and been really good against righties over the past month, especially 414 WOBA. And look at that ISO way up at 294, and should see a good dose of fastballs here from Lance Lynn. That is his primary pitch. 2 left-handed hitters. We're talking a WOBA over 400 and ISO over 300 for Kellick on the season here. And we know the documented history of Lance Lynn against left-handed hitters really been a struggle this season. 354 WOBA on the year. But look at the last month, starting to see that regression. 400 the WOBA allowed over the last 30 days, along with a 272 ISO. Kellick, too cheap and very productive and good against righties and fastballs. Sign me up here on Monday night. All right, another cheap power play here with Nolan Gorman of the Cardinals. So I don't see a ton of ownership flocked in here to Nolan Gorman. That batting average is ugly, but the big-time power is what we are after here against right-handed pitching. Leads the Cardinals with a 249 ISO and 12 home runs already against right-handed pitching this season. Now, Schwellenbach, solid young arm that I believe in, but can be vulnerable to left-handed power. We see that in the ISO at 260 allowed on the season. Also giving up a good dose of hard contact at nearly 44% here. Gorman, cheap on both sides. We know the power is there. I think he sends one into the seats here on Monday night. All right, let's get you my favorite starting pitcher for Monday night. We are rolling with James Paxton of the Dodgers. Now, I know it's been a little bit frustrating for Paxton owners here this season in the strikeout department. Was very encouraged to see 8 strikeouts in his last matchup against the Colorado Rockies. Yes, that is an advantageous matchup, but it's another matchup that he should be able to exploit here tonight against the Chicago White Sox. 6th highest strikeout rate in all of baseball against left-handed pitching at nearly 24%. And we know this is just a punchless offense. We're talking bottom 10 in pretty much every single category you can look at, but we'll highlight WOBA, ISO, batting average, and WRC+. Some of those, they are bottom 5. James Paxton, great spot here. Solid price. I think the strikeouts can be there once again here on Monday night. All right, back to the value bats here with J.J. Bleday of the A's. So another cheap price point here and a team that nobody really seeks bats out, let's be honest, from the Oakland A's, but the power, the name of the game here. So likely low owned here, and I love the upside in the power department. Has put up solid numbers against righties this season. 358 WOBA, 192 the ISO. But what I really like here, some exposure with a left-handed power bat against Griffin Canning. 386 the WOBA allowed on the season. ISO way up at 255, and of course that hard contact rate we are looking for pushing 50% here. Bleday, too cheap here in this matchup, and I love lefties against Griffin Canning. All right, let's spend up to our max of 5K here on DraftKings with Manny Machado of the Padres. So numbers against lefties not going to jump off the page on the season, but strong history here. We know Machado has been playing a long time, generally very good against lefties, so I'd expect those numbers to pick it up sooner rather than later. And this guy's on an absolute heater right now. 4 multi-hit games for him over the last 7 and 9 hits over just the last 5 games alone. And Patrick Corbin on the other side, like we talked about with Canning, always a target for me with right-handed hitters, especially guys with power like Machado. Corbin on the season, 384 WOBA, 227 ISO. Hard contact rate way up at near 54%, and the strikeout rate down at just 14.3%. Love the Padres here as a stack, and love Manny Machado tonight against Patrick Corbin. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Monday night. Before we do that, let's continue our Beast of the Night contest. Easy to play, and this is a thank you to you guys for all your support here on these videos in the fantasy bar. Click that thumbs up button, head to the comment section, and guess fantasy points from my highest scoring hitter on DraftKings. Whoever's guess is the closest, we're going to give you a free week of RotoGrinders Premium just for hanging out here in the fantasy bar. All right, let's wrap it up with my favorite play for Monday night. You know, Matt's piece of the night. All right, this time we're going to stay under our pricing thresholds here with one of my favorites, Spencer Steer of the Reds, tonight's beast of the night. And we're not only going to stay under our pricing thresholds, we're going to buy low here on Spencer Steer. Lowest price we have seen on DraftKings since April 6th, so way down to 4,500. And I put quiet stretch in quotes because even through a quiet stretch, this guy's put some nice games on the board here. And no surprise, leads the Cincinnati team in both WOBA and ISO against left-handed pitching this season. Falter taking them on here for Pittsburgh tonight. 15% strikeout rate. Batting average on balls in play way down at 223, so been somewhat lucky against righties. And if you're a BVP fan, not a huge sample, but Steer 5 for 8 with a double and a home run against Bailey Falter. Love the spot here for Spencer Steer. Always a good hitting environment. And against the lefties, sign me up, Spencer Steer. Easily my favorite play on the board and tonight's beast of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for Monday night here in the Fantasy Bar with our happy hour. Any comments, questions, or feedback, hit me up in that comment section right below the video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you have not already. And you can also head over to Twitter and give me a follow at Beermakersfan. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Best of luck on the slate tonight, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow. Good luck, everybody.
Thanks for checking out our videos. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more DraftKings, FanDuel, and other DFS content. And you can check out our daily live show schedule on RotoGrinders.com/videos.